Okay, boys, the first game.
I will represent the men of Gondor.
Thank you so much for the follow, appreciate it. Alright, so we are on the map Westfold. We have the blue Mordor player MeShadowFX versus the red Mordor player RotWK. It's a Mordor mirror match. May the best orc win. May the best Gothmog win. Okay, so... Hey man, what is this, dude? Hold on a second. And, you know, I've been using also since my new PC the Windows 11, but to be honest, I couldn't get used to the Windows 11 yet. I don't like it that much. I think Windows 10 was better, but maybe it's just me because I didn't, you know, get the chance to use it very often yet. It looks decent, but the, you know, I don't know. I didn't like it that much, to be honest. Okay, 2 slaughterhouses, Orc Pit into the third one, coming up from May. And we have Haradrim Palace opening coming up for the red Mordor player RotWK. He's going for the Haradrim Palace level 2, and he will be abusing now the Cav, which will react to you like you would be playing on host. It would be nice, you know, to have like a switch speed from the Swordman meta, like the Pikeman Swordman meta was always the case in Rise of the Witch King, spam. But maybe this is gonna bring us the Lancer spam. Because you have now the chance to kite way better, to engage way better, to avoid the Pikeman way better, as the reaction time is gonna be improved big time, you know? Okay, so Lancer, 450. And also good against Orc spam. Orcs. And usability, yeah. The interface is looking good, but the way you need to use it, like you need to go to more actions to cut and piece and stuff like this, unless you know all the shortcuts. I don't know, man. I think Windows 10 was better. Okay, so Lancer is up on the field. They won't be able to see those orcs, but it's fine. I think the orcs, they need some time to destroy a slaughterhouse anyway. Orc Pit coming up next. And he has now the money for the 2nd battalion. Yeah, there we go. He's actually coming back now to trample them. I think 1 trample should be just enough to kill them all. And also this is a little bit different. As you can see, they will deal more damage now. The Bloodlust. Beautiful. I mean, it was called Bloodthirst before. They've changed the name to Bloodlust. But also Uruks have now this ability, which is new. They didn't have this in the version 8.5. Oh, Orc Spam. The OG Orc Spam. 3 Orc Pits, Haradrim Palace. You need Pikemen. Don't waste time, go! Oh, but he might be able to snipe this before he will be able to recruit any Easterlings. There comes the Eye of Sauron for the damage leadership buff. And actually they are dealing great amount of damage. I will be used also for defensive purposes on Orcs, but Orcs, they don't just deal the damage they need to kill those Haradrims, and that's a big move from RotWK, our world champion, by the way, from 2022. And he's, you know, showing his quality, like we are used to. And now, there is basically no counterplay. He can kite all the time. RotWK is an incredible micro, which got a buff too because of the delay fix. Remember, in the tournaments we are hosting, I'm always the host, so we were trying to make it as fair as we potentially can, you know, by being on a neutral host. But now, even on my host, everybody is playing like they're on their own host, which is pretty nice, actually. You know, it's like a big boost in the gameplay department of the BFME games. Orcs, they don't deal too much damage. The nice positioning, look at this. He's like sandwiching this big time. 3 production buildings protecting the slaughterhouse, getting 24 resources. Is not even moving from the players. The slaughterhouse here will be also taken down, and you have the chance to just disengage, kite all the time, you know. So after the first couple of minutes into the game, we see the red Mordor player RotWK sitting on 450 command points in total. He has 3 power points collected after the start of the Eye of Sauron. And his opponent, MeShadowFX, is also at the same command points, 450, but he has only 1 power point in his bank, and he has a huge army of orcs. Dude, I love Playfix, you see? And, you know, Easterlings around. It's a huge force. Imagine with War Chant. Do they have actually the Horde bonus too? I don't see them glowing, but they need to have the Horde bonus when they have 75 or more. I think that's more than 75 in numbers. So RotWK has the animation, you can see the glow, but MeShadowFX doesn't. And actually you can make your orcs also deal great amount of damage. Remember, the Horde bonus will give you additionally 25% damage too. That again can stack. It's a spell that can stack with the Bloodlust. And then you have War Chant and Eye. All of that can stack, right? and you can make, you know, basically your orcs deal 100% more damage. Beautiful trample, small trample, that's what you want to do. You don't want to go deep inside, because then you will be slowed down and you will die. What's up, Era? What's up, my friends? Welcome to the stream. Okay. 550 command points now in the bank, and also for Avi the same. But he has power points now for the war chant. He can also skip this to go for industry. Awaken my warriors. I mean, Avi will win this fight. Good positioning here with the orcs. Body blocking, so he can't advance. And he can, you know, just trample a little bit. You see what he's doing? Trample, go back. Trample, go back, trample, go back. And in the meantime, he will be able to bring more and more reinforcements all the time. Orc pit level 2 incoming very soon for the black orcs. Also, production speed will be faster by 10%. And troll cage is built up. So now he will be getting the chance to recruit the mountain trolls, or you can go for the level 2 and recruit the drummer trolls instead. 8 power points, very close to the industry. Measure of X has only 5 power points in his bag. And 2 power point advantage, actually quite decent, but May has the spam advantage. He was able to creep this war player. He's not paying attention to the rubble though. And he's also attacking from the side lanes. That's what you want to do. Westworld is a decently big map, right? And you have like multiple different pathways. And for that reason, using every single one of these pathways is very important. But Avi is doing the same. He has a level 2 orc with the Bloodlust, and they should be able to deal great amount of damage to the slaughterhouse. They do indeed burst it down in a few seconds. 3 orc pits, double Haradrim palace, no troll cage required. And also trolls pretty much the same situation like the Cav, right? He has a level 3 Haradrim palace, Haradrim archers will be recruited. The level 2 slaughterhouse here is going down. It's good for Measure effects. That means minus 75 command points for Avi. But Avi is pressuring non-stop with the level 2, almost level 3 Haradrim Lancers. There is a swarm. It feels like a Black Gate mission. You see more and more orcs coming through the middle non-stop. And with double Haradrim Palace, you can also kind of empower this push with the anti-cavalry unit, the Easterlings, which he needs, right? But there are some elite archers with the banner upgrade, which he was also able to buy from the Orc Pit level 1. You can buy it from a level 1, and that will unlock immediately the barbed arrow shot. Think about this the same way like the rangers from the Engma faction. You know, when they get level 2, they unlock the long shot. These units, they unlock the barbed arrow shot. Because I'm using, because I'm observer, you know, observer doesn't have the limitation. When you are playing, you have like these black bars appearing, but when you are observing, it doesn't come. They made it so the players don't get advantage by zooming too much, but as observer, it doesn't really do much. It gives you just more control, and also you can eventually, you know, see multiple battles at the same time. Observer OP? No, shut up, Zero High, shut up. Okay. Take this area. Industry has been used by Avi and also by Measure of X. Mordor game, this one is gonna last for a while, but I think the breaking point is gonna be the Haradrim archers. You know, the more Avi will have on them from them on the field, the stronger he will become, and the less chances, unfortunately, Measure of X will have to win this fight. Because even when you go for the Falbies, you know, the Haradrim archers, they can actually kill your Falbies in a few seconds. But arrow shot deals bonus damage too. And if I remember correctly, it also makes you extend your range. So you can shoot it from a farther distance than your auto attack range. Let me take a look into this. Does he have anything around here? You see, Measure of X is getting crushed completely. Orc archers too. He doesn't stand a chance. Beautiful trample one more time. And let me check. Yeah, you see, can be fired from an extended range. But Mei is kind of keeping the pressure up because he keeps, you know, spamming units all the time. The spam is incredibly effective in this game, but at some point of the game, this gonna turn around and quality will beat quantity. You can see the barbed arrow shot one-shotting the orcs. But Mei is doing a good job, you know. He's doing a good job because of the Haradrims, because of the Soldiers of Rune. Missing object, that's not good. Missing description here. I will be used. The more levels, the more DPS. And we have Gothmog on the field. Gothmog, D of the Orc. More damage, more combat experience, and more armor. And the fear resistance can also be great against Mordor, by the way, because there are eventually going to be some Felbees later on. In Gatewatcher expansion, there are like so many fear effects from the Mordor faction. Drama Troll has the Roar ability too. And when you get him to level 5, it can be actually quite decent in this matchup. Okay, level 2, Drama Troll. Level 3 gives you 104 resources. That's actually a lot of money. Holy moly. Beautiful trample one more time. But me doesn't make a transition. That's the problem, right? He has everything. Never mind. He has actually level 3 one. Never mind. I take it back. Level 3, and no heroes from the Mordor player Ave yet. There is only Gothmog recruited so far. Maybe Ave is saving for something big, but he has not that much money either. I mean, the best hero here, of course, would be something like Mouth of Sauron for the debuff, or Witch King, because you can get this Witch King dismounted. And right now, Mature of X doesn't have too many units that can shoot down the Witch King on his Fell Beast, and he can actually do a great amount of damage to his economy. You need Lancers, dude. In order to kill this backline, which is extremely strong, you need some sort of trample damage. He's looking for it, but great positioning here, as you can see and tell. Black Orcs demolishing the buildings from Mature of X. Also being tankier, level 2, get them also deal more damage, just like the normal Orcs. And the positioning is, you see this? Like a turtle situation, Easterlings in the front in a porcupine formation or ground stance, absorbing lots of damage. And in the meantime, your Haradrim archers shoot down everything. Gothmog level 2, turning into the tomato. Level 3 now, getting closer to the fear resistant. Drama Troll is being recruited for leadership, so you have like perma leadership now at this point. Leadership is not a big problem for Mordor, because you have Eye of Sauron. When you don't have it, you have Drama Troll, which means your army will deal constantly more damage. There comes the Hinterland, beautiful trample, beautiful opportunity. He took it. There comes the Roar ability, like mentioned before, it's gonna scare you off. But going Tainted Land against Mordor, I mean, he could cover this if he wanted to, but he's saving up for the 15, which will give him the chance to go for the Worm. Worm has been unlocked. It will be immediately summoned to knock down the army from Mature of X on the ground. The Worm is dealing splash damage, area damage, and he's actually doing a phenomenal job. Level 4 Mouth of Sauron already here for Mature of X. He's running for his life. He has double heroes, and heroes, again, the later the game goes on, the better it's gonna be. The Worm has to reposition. He wasn't able to deal any economical damage, but he can reposition like limitlessly. He can do this all the time. It's a level 2 building. He should be able to one-shot this. Nah, he needs 2-shot actually. That's good. I think he might be able to destroy 1 more, or actually maybe 2 more. Look at the positioning here. The Worm here on the spot, you can actually destroy the Orc Pit and this building at the same time, you know? But me is putting so much pressure on Avi. He has now leadership for his army from Gothmog and fear resistant too. That kind of nullifies the Roar ability from the Drama Troll big time. And to make the enemy army weaker, he has his Mouth of Sauron, who has the doubt ability. You know, he can just, whenever it's avoidable, he can nullify your leadership bonuses, but which you get from the Drama Troll, and get himself a huge advantage. And the Worm wasn't able to destroy this level 3 building. That's
I will represent the men of Gondor.
Blood out. Thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Okay, 650 command points. You can see the money from Mature of X also, you know, he has 3000 plus. He's eventually saving up for the Witch King. And his opponent, Avi, has not that much money. He has 600 command points, but only using 50% of the population. And heroes actually been quite effective in this game.
Soon, Master Elf, you will enjoy the fabled hospitality of the dwarves.
What's up, Max Fluxi Senior? Shielder, what's up, my friends? Yeah, but I think Avi told me today that no delay is kind of making your animations look weird. I don't know. I have not tested the no delay myself yet. I didn't have to because, again, I have never delay in this game, you know. The Worm, it's a huge damage. Minus 100 command points. You can see he's dropping down to 500 now. And Orc Pit level 2, the Worm is just hitting like a truck, my boy. Actually pretty decent. It's a 15 power point after all. It has to deal damage. And Orc Pit level 2 is going down. He has no more Orc Pits, no more Orcs. Haradrim Palace level 3, yeah. Brocage level 2. But he never went for the attack trolls. Maybe attack trolls, I don't know. Maybe they could do something. A new hour is rising. And victory is at hand. Okay? I mean, Mordor from Mature of X actually is pretty clean, man. Not gonna lie. His playing is very good. I like the OG spam orcs, go Easterlings, go for heroes later on. It was pretty nice, you know, the triple orc pit to keep up the pressure all the time. This slaughterhouse here is gonna go down. Good macro also from both the players. Actually, he was able to save the level 2 Haradrim Archer. That's pretty decent too. This guy's getting stronger. I think the Evil Eye is also gonna be very powerful against some creatures like the Drama Troll, eventually the Fell Beast later on. I mean, I've seen it only one time, Evil Eye against Drogoth a few patches ago. It was almost one-shotting Drogoth. So I'm assuming it's gonna be also pretty powerful against something like a Fell Beast. But Avi is not that rich. He's not that wealthy, you know. He's kind of poor actually. Catapult expansion for the defense, and you can see the, you know, he's like, on a map like this you have always the comeback potential because the map is massive. In order to win this, oh my goodness, talking about massive, that's a massive purchase. The Witch King on his Fell Beast. Do not come between the Nazgul and his prey. You fool, no Haradrim can kill me. I want to see actually Witch King against the Haradrim. Here's a lot of them though. 1, 2, 3, 4 battalion. And almost every single one of them have the barbed arrow shot. So I want to see this with leadership. The Witch King. Oh, splash. Run. They are splitting up. Turn and fight him now. Use. I want to see this, but oh my goodness, the debuff is gonna come in clutch very, very soon. You see the revenge damage too, right? It's like a torrent damage. Use barbed arrow shot, man. He's gonna use it. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my goodness, never mind. This guy's actually tanky boy. Holy moly. The thing is, when he's on his foot, he's so much tankier versus arrows, right? Compared to when he would be on his Felbis, he would be dead long time ago. But that's a huge elite archer army, which is gonna be hard to approach. But Witch King level 2 will also make you permanently weaker. Look at the debuff, dude. You lose a third of your damage and armor, and your leadership is completely meaningless too. That's a huge and strong debuff. Is it possible to buy a server or something? I think it's possible, but I think it's, I don't know. I was talking to some guy like a year and a half ago. Oh my goodness, hold on a second. Oh, Gothmog! Gothmog has been slain, shot in the back. But it was just too expensive, you know? And you need to have this server maintaining. So basically it's like a subscription, you need to pay monthly, you know, X amount of money. Beautiful. Oh, but the Drama Troll has been slain. He's actually kind of doing a good job. Like you can see, elite archers kind of like, think about the Mirkwoods.
Balrog of Morgoth, a demon of the ancient world.
A demon of the ancient world. No, not a tournament, no. What's up, Mustafa? I see you. Oh, also here, Haradrim's coming up for major effects. Where is the Witch King at? Witch King is not here. He's coming now. From the middle, he was healing up back to full HP. Barbed arrow shot, that's a good shot. But the problem with Avi is he has like barely any front line, right? He has like all the archers, but he has basically no protection for them. Witch King coming in clutch. I mean, he's attacking so slow, but he has splash damage, you know? And he has the mace in his hands as a weapon. The catapult shot animation in the mid-air is so long, you know? It feels like the shot is flying in the air for like a minute. Follow me. Drama Troll? What is happening here, actually? What is Witch King doing? Witch King is like randomly attacking the fortress, but he's so tanky, man. And he's so fast too, no? I mean, no Haradrim can kill me. Drama Troll is also fast, actually. Look, they're like on steroids. Like bum 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 bum. Okay, well, he's gonna be fine, right? There is no way you can ever catch him. He's Speedy Gonzalez, actually. Right, Mouth of Sauron has level 7. Level 10 also pretty big power spike. And he actually gets almost like half a level from destroying one slaughterhouse. The pressure is real. You know, now Siege Warwicks into the Black Riders, which should... I think Black Riders is one of the ways you can actually kill a Witch King when he's not mounted on his Fell Beast. Maybe then you can actually one-shot him almost. But again, look at the minimap. You see, we have like 550 command points for Avi and almost 1000 command points for Major Effects. He has 11 power points, but Avi now has the Rain of Fire. So now, I think he needs to use it defensively. I think so. Gothmog is back on the menu, boys. Level 5. Quite tanky too. against archers, but is he tanky enough? Witch King, Mouth of Sauron is coming for the debuff. Beautiful splash. There comes the evil eye to kill the banner carry upgrade. Dude, not the best choice over there, but it's fine. Get it on cooldown, I guess. Okay. Is he gonna use Rain of Fire here, maybe? I don't know. Can it kill the Witch King though? That's the big question. I'm not sure. But the layout is here perfect, dude. Like, imagine you use Rain of Fire right on the spot, you know? You can deal so much damage. You can destroy this level 3, multiple Orc Pits, Haradrim Palace eventually too. It can be quite decent. Witch King? Okay, this. The animation is so slow. But he's so tanky though. I mean, he's so tanky. Holy moly, the barrage is coming in clutch from, and the Rain of Fire. Dude, meteorites everywhere. Fire and green fire. Killed the army, but didn't kill the Witch King. Also, the Black Riders were actually quite tanky. They lost a bit of HP, but they don't die to this. GG is gonna be called, and that's gonna be the first victory for the player from Lebanon. Make sure FX takes the Mordor mirror, decides it for himself. GG, well played.